Okay, we're live. I haven't been live in a while, but I'm live and I'm here to talk about Heartstopper once more. It's been like a month and a week since Heartstopper has been out, basically, and I'm still obsessed. And I've read all the webcomic, but the first time I watched Heartstopper, I did not read the webcomic before, but then right after, I was just like, alright, I need to read it now. Went to Webtoon, read the whole thing. I've read it now, read the webcomic, and watched the show over and over again. And I'm here to talk about my expectations for Heartstopper Season 2, since we now have a confirmation of Season 2 and 3. So, yay! I'm very excited. I have a whole little slideshow of pictures to describe what I'm talking about. I took a long time rereading where I think basically a whole chapter of Heartstopper. Yeah, maybe even two. Was it two? I think it's two whole chapters of Heartstopper. Alright, and we're gonna get into it. Alright, here. I found the part to start at. I kind of mixed up the beginning, so it's gonna be going a lot of back and forth things. But yeah. Okay. So, I think that season 2 should start with this scene. This scene is basically right after where the actual season 1 ends. It ends with Nick coming out to his mom, and this is like the day after that. So this is when Charlie talks about, oh, I guess spoiler warning for the comic. Spoiler warning for book 3 of Heartstopper, and I guess content warning. Book 3 talks about eating disorders, self-harm, has homophobia in it, biphobia in it. Is there anything else? Alcohol usage, I guess. But I won't be really going over that. Anything else? I think that's it. Yeah. That's your content warning. Alright. So, this scene is just so funny. Because Charlie's dad is basically like, alright, what do you want to tell us, Charlie? You already came out to us. And I just find it very funny. And then they show like a little flashback of Nick and Charlie, and Nick telling Charlie about how he came out to his mom that Nick hangs out with in the current chapters of Heartstopper. So like, it just makes sense to introduce them in season 2. Another person I want them to introduce to season 2, which I don't think Alice will, but you know, you can always dream, you can always hope, is Charlie's brother, Oliver. I have a picture of him somewhere. Look so good, you look so sweet. Every night I love to eat. Diamonds on my wrist, and ice cream. And a dip, you know I like me. Ice cream, chillin', chillin', ice cream, chillin', ice cream. Where is it? Oh. No, shouldn't it be up here? Actually, no, it'll be down here. I'm sorry, but I just want to have the pictures of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. So this might be annoying and stupid and dumb, but it's gonna be there and you're gonna have to deal with it as a viewer. La 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 la. Oh, shouldn't it be here? Here! Here's a picture. Here's Oliver! There he is, hugging Charlie. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so I want Oliver to be in season 2. I don't know what explanation they would have for not showing him in season 1 since they do show Tori, but they only show the parents in one scene each, and they're both very small scenes, so some people don't even remember Charlie's parents even being there. So I think that is perfectly fine. Maybe Oliver was just in his room. Yeah, like, maybe he was doing after school. He doesn't need to be there, okay? So I feel if they introduce him in season 2, it could just work seamlessly because we're introducing so many different parts of their family more. We see in season 2 and just like in book 3, we see so much more of Charlie and Nick's family dynamics. We found out about Nick's brother who is coming back from uni to be with them for the summer, and we find out about Nick's dad and his relationship with his brother and his dad. And we learn more about Charlie's relationship with his mother and stuff. So we are already opening up the family scape to know more about the dynamics of the family. So why not just introduce the brother into the show at the same time? I feel like it just makes logical sense. And I feel like certain scenes in Heartstopper and in like Solitaire, like especially when we get deeper into Charlie's mental health, I feel like Oliver is a pivotal part in certain moments of that, and I feel like him not being there would be so weird. Like, for example, this is obviously spoilers, because everything I'm saying is spoilers, but when Nick is going to visit Charlie at the hospital with Charlie's family, and you're kind of seeing it from Nick's lens, and he's like, oh, I don't know how Tori feels about me, but, like, Charlie's brother is nice. I just feel like scenes like that, I can't imagine Oliver not being there. There's just certain things, like, Oliver needs to be there. I feel like it would make sense to bring him in season 2. And I know Alice said that they don't want to necessarily work with a child actor because it's like a lot, but since the popularity of Heartstopper, I feel like they could get like more of a budget, so whatever concerns they have about working with a child actor, they can like work out. Hopefully, perhaps, maybe, please. Alright. I know it's kind of weird to go back to talking about Charlie's dad, but I'm going to. This whole scene about, you can just read it, about this. Maybe I'll put this over here. This whole scene after Charlie's parents find out, and Charlie's like, I have a boyfriend, and then the parents being shocked that it's Nick. They're like, it's Nick? What? No way. How? How is that possible? He's the straightest boy to ever straight, apparently. Elle's words, he's the straightest boy I ever seen. So, yeah. And then this whole scene is just, I think, comedy gold, in my opinion. It's just very funny. And then also Nick telling Charlie about him coming out is really cute. So, yeah. Am I missing anything? What's back here? Alright, blah, 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 blah. When do they do this? I think they do this... I don't know if this scene happens after, Nick knows that his brother is coming back. Like, I know I literally just read it, but, like, I don't know what order it goes in, bruh. But this whole scene, I just did this part because, you know, this is, like, very significant information that Charlie used to self-harm, potentially still does, because Nick was like, do you still do that? And he's like, no, I mean, not often. Like, yeah. Anyway, this whole scene I think is really lovely, and everything that they say, I feel like should be what they say in the show. Like, they shouldn't really change any of the dialogue, because I think it just works so well and so lovely. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, I want to tear up. It's so sad. So yeah, this is the same scene. It's just Nick comforting Charlie. And then Nick's brother. I think this should probably be the end of episode 1. I will not be detailing every episode of what I want to be in every episode, but I just thought that this was like a dramatic ending to end the episode. Yeah. I feel like the first episode should just be them in school before the Paris trip, and then episode 2 will be like them being like, alright, we're gonna go to Paris, blah blah blah, stuff like that, you know. So, yeah. Alright, we've done this stuff. Also, now, because the series has changed things, there is going to be a significant plot difference. And also, we have a new character, Issac, who has replaced Aled. People are sad that Aled's gone. I'm not sad that Aled's gone. I know I watched the show first, but I don't... What? I mean, Aled's cool and all. I don't hate him. I just have no opinion on him. He's just there. So Issac and Aled are the same to me. I know you probably have to read Radio Silence to like actually like Aled's character, since that book is like all about him, then you know get his vibe. But like just him in Heartstopper, I don't feel like he brings anything useful. Sorry, man. Sorry, bud. Anyway, Issac is aroace. That's what Alice said on Twitter. And Alice said that if we do get a season 2, which we are now confirmed for a season 2, that she would have very big asexual plans, which means we're gonna get a storyline for Issac, which is great because he hardly had any lines, and he's part of like the main friendship trio group, the main friendship group trio. So he needs more lines. And I guess I could talk about what I want for his storyline right now. There you are! Issac! Alright. So here is Issac! Alright. So here's Issac. He is on the show exclusively, and he replaces Aled. He replaces Aled because, if people don't know, I'm just gonna say it real quick. Alice said that Aled's story from like Radio Silence would not really match up with the events of and like what he's doing in Heartstopper, so it would just be hard. And also, if Alice ever gets the opportunity to potentially make a radio silence movie, she wouldn't be able to. So, yeah. So now we have Issac, and as said on Twitter, Issac is aroace. If you don't know what aroace is, I can give you a little breakdown. Asexual is having little to no sexual attraction for a person. And aromantic is when you have little to no romantic attraction for a person. Boom. Boom.